Hello, readers. Today, we are going to learn about prefixes. That's right. Prefixes are a group of letters that we add to the beginning of a word. The beginning of a word. And a prefix can change the whole definition of a word. Make it mean completely different, something completely different. I know. Let's find out. In the best folder ever, your red reading folder, you should have this chart right here. Students who are remote, it's attached to your assignment. You could print it and add it to your red reading folder. It talks all about prefixes, our anchor chart for prefixes. The prefix that we're going to talk about today is M-I-S, miss. And we talked last time about how you can add it to the bottom of your chart. So you have that prefix, miss. So miss means when you add it to a word, that something is done badly or incorrectly. I know, it changes the word. Done badly or incorrectly. Exactly. So let's take an example such as the example we wrote down last time. We wrote down on the chart, I will write it on my red erase board here so we can take a look at it. Misbehave, misbehave. So when we look at the word misbehave, I immediately am going to look for the root word or the base word in that word. So I see the word behave as the root word. And I see miss, M-I-S, as the prefix. So I'm going to divide that word right down the middle there. Misbehave. So I know what behave means. It means to act in a really nice way, in a good way. You're following rules. But if you add miss to it, that means you are acting badly, right? It changes the word. It means you're acting badly and you are not following the rules. Right? Now it completely changes the word. Behave, acting in a nice way, following the rules. Misbehave, acting badly, right? Done in a bad way. Okay. Let's take a look at another example and see if you can identify the root word, what that word means, and then add the prefix and see how the word changes. Let's take this word right here, miscount, miscount. So if we look at miscount, I'm thinking, what's my base word? Or the root word, the word we start with before we add the prefix. And I see, oh, count. Well, I know what count means. Just like when we have the food drive at school and we count all the cans to see how many cans of food were donated. We count them, right? How many do we have? But if we add the prefix, miscount, now they're counted incorrectly. Someone counted the cans incorrectly. They don't have the correct number of cans. Miscount, done incorrectly, right? That's awesome. So when you have a word with a prefix and you're having a hard time reading that word, when we break it up into chunks to try to figure out how to read that word, we can take that prefix off as one whole chunk, and we know how to read that. Let's do another one, shall we? This one's a bit harder. Oh, now we have this word. Wait a minute. I see a vocabulary word in there as our root word. We just had that vocabulary word in our last story. I see it. I see it. Do you see it? Mispronounce. We just had the word pronounce as a vocabulary word. So I'm going to draw a line like this. So I see my prefix and my root word. Well, pronounce, we know that means to say something in a nice way, to say it correctly, say it so everyone can hear it and understand it. But if we put miss in front of it, mispronounce, that means to say it incorrectly. Say it incorrectly. We figured it out. That's right. That's a big word, mispronounce. But knowing that prefix will help us, and also knowing pronounce from our last story, that helps us a lot. Just like the announcers would mispronounce Roberto Clemente's name, right? Just like in our story. Okay, let's see if you can do this next one. I'll grab it. Looking at this word, what could be the base word or the root word that we started with before we added the prefix on? Oh, I know. I see it. Understand. So in my mind, understand is our root word here. So understand means I have it in my mind. You told me what it is and I completely get what you are saying. I understand the skill or whatever we're talking about. But if I misunderstand what you said, that means I do not know what I'm supposed to do, or I do not understand what you just said. My understanding is incorrect, right? Misunderstand. We got it. Wow. These prefixes really help us to understand what the words mean and help us to understand how we can break them into chunks to read these words. Prefixes are pretty cool. They sure are. And when you peek at that anchor chart in your red reading folder, there's other prefixes and it tells you what they mean. Like PRE means before. So a prefix are letters that go before the root word or the base word. So each prefix has its own meaning and it puts that meaning onto the word that it's added to. Pretty cool. All right, readers, you're already a little day smarter than you were yesterday. Take care. You take care of each other and be kind to each other, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.